You know what it is, Truth Nation. It's time to wake up with Milwaukee's favorite morning show.
My point is, if you're 40 or if you're still trying to push for something, it doesn't mean that it's over just because it's been delayed. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, this is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming on YouTube.
You gotta love black folks. We gonna make a way out. What you mean, man? All you gotta do is get
I got to put a little all in it.
Go get the Robitussin so we can get this car fixed.
Here are your hosts, the effective communication coach, Denise Thomas, and two-time Emmy Award winner, Telly Hughes.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, November the 20th. I always say November so fast. November. It's the Burrs. You're listening to the best morning show on planet Earth, Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Good morning, Telly.
Good morning, DT. It's hump
I believe
day.
we have guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. Good morning.
Oz here, Denise. Quick shout out to my Marquette Golden Eagles for the big win last night. Number 6 Purdue. They took them down.
Hey.
Golden Eagles.
And good morning, Ricky.
And
Good
I just
morning.
did Telly a favor. I killed that gnat, Telly. I got him. It's a gnat in the studio flying. Just, man.
Well, we always appreciate some good sources.
Big
of
wins over here. He was really annoying us in here, Denise. I mean, you can imagine how gnats are.
I understand. Well, this morning we've got an exciting show for you as we approach and continue to get closer to Thanksgiving. A lot of us that are listening, and thank you, by the way, for tuning in and getting your day started off here on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. We understand that a lot of us are getting ready to either host Thanksgiving or even travel for Thanksgiving. And so we're going to give you some updates regarding travel conditions, what to anticipate. I mean, Truth Nation, it's basically the same thing. And the TSA and the Department of Transportation and AAA, they say this every year. This is the biggest year for travel every year. So we're going to get into that. And then also, y'all might want to start checking your coat pockets. Like for real, for real. The creases in the couch. Because we're going to talk about a 68-year young brother who found a lottery ticket, but there is a caveat to the lottery ticket that he found. In the most recent updates of the president-elect Trump nominations, there are more nominations, including former Harpo Channel or Harpo Productions host Dr. Oz has been officially nominated. So we're going to get into that in terms of what has Dr. Oz been nominated for, because it appears as though people who are not doctors are getting appointed, or getting nominated to serve in health capacity industries. Let's see what Dr. Oz is in charge of. Probably Department of Defense.
Hood.
Yeah, they put Dr. Oz in charge of Department of Defense or maybe Homeland Security. Who knows? We're going to definitely tell you what that is when we come back from our first break. Also, we have another update in the most recent episode of the Diddy trial. Diddy, a.k.a. Love, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Puffy, all that. We haven't talked about Diddy in a while.
Yeah, no, we haven't. And there's been a lot going on, apparently, even behind bars, in terms of him doing different things, staging different things. And but what's funny is they acted like he's the first person to do some of these things. They're like, oh, yeah, he is asking family members to connect him on three-way with people that are not on his list. You think that's the first time somebody had done that?
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, but regardless, it doesn't seem like he's been a model citizen, of course, but we will definitely get into that.
For sure. And also, a school district here in the state of Wisconsin adopts a new rule for transgender students. And so we're going to get into that as well. But in the meantime, so Tony, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Are you hosting? Are you going to be dropping by different relatives' house? What's the dilly?
No, we usually travel. We're traveling early this year, so we'll be back for Thanksgiving. So I'll be in town. We're just going to my sister's, which we typically do. Nothing big. Everybody's meeting over there. It's back to a normal Thanksgiving because it hasn't been normal in a few years. No, my sisters aren't working. They usually work because they're nurses. So the nurses got those holiday schedules sometimes. So everybody's off this year. So, and I'll be around. So everybody should be in the house.
When's the last time that happened?
I don't know. It's been a couple of years. There's always somebody missing. But now we got the full boat.
Yeah. So this year is going to be the entire family. Nobody's working. Everybody's going to be able to fellowship, convene, eat.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's going to be good.
That is good.
Yeah, me and Darren and Ernie, we're gassing up the rental car. We're driving to Eville.
Gas up the Pacer.
Evansville, Indiana. Gassing up the Pacer. Ernie.
Wait, did you say
Tony,
Evansville?
Yeah, that's where I'm born and raised.
You said Eville, yeah.
Home of the Purple Aces.
Yeah. We used to play the Purple Aces.
Who
was we? Marquette?
Marquette, yeah. When I was playing, we played down in Evansville a couple times.
Oh, yeah. It's a private school as well, so that makes sense. Every time I tell someone I'm from Evansville, the first thing they say is, "Oh, you're from the city where they wear sleeves on their jerseys." I'm like,
I remember they had the sleeve jerseys.
That's how I remember them. Yeah. I was just about to say that. They were the only school that used to do that.
Purple Aces.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to be outstanding. We'll take it. We'll take it in Eville.
We did smack them.
Interesting fact, Tony. Did you know? I'm pretty sure Telly knows. Did you know that Evansville, Indiana, elected their first black and woman mayor?
Really?
This year.
I'm gonna say like I remember when I first went to LA when I got drafted. Remember people and I'd say I'm from Milwaukee. They'd be like, "They got black people in Milwaukee." That's what everybody would say. So they got black people in Evansville?
Well, you're looking at one. Yes, we have Negroes in Evansville, Indiana.
Southern Indiana.
There are black people.
Never would have known.
I am proud to report that again. Well, she was actually elected last year. She was inaugurated this January. But she's about to complete her first year as the first black and female elected mayor. Evansville, Indiana, Stephanie Terry.
Nice.
It was a pretty proud moment because I definitely did not think in my lifetime I would witness either a black or a female mayor being elected. So yeah, fun fact about Evansville. I'm looking forward to going next week. And Ernie, you missed it, Tony. We were talking about Ernie yesterday, my granddog. He's on a diet, so I feel for him.
Why?
Because he's overweight. What you mean?
How's a dog overweight? Is there such thing? A dog's overweight?
Oh, yeah.
Are you
dog.
serious?
When you give them 3 to 5 treats a day, they could get overweight.
A treat? Is it that bad?
Wait a minute. You've never heard of a dog?
I'm struggling to see like a dog overweight. I don't know.
Really?
I guess I don't know.
Okay, so Tony, hold on. So you're telling me in your entire life you've never seen a dog and been like, "Ooh, that dog is chunky," or "Ooh, that dog is big."
A chunky dog, but I didn't know that there were standards that the dogs had to live up to.
Well, they have the same organs that we do.
I get it.
They have a heart.
Yeah,
they have a liver.
They're still a little different, though.
Note to Denise: Tony Smith can never babysit Ernie. In other news,
don't put me on that list. He'll be real overweight. Come back, he'll be laying up on the couch.
You just open up the cabinets and be like, "Hey, just whatever you want, man."
Go crazy, Ernie. Go crazy.
I'm just
no limits
I ain't
over
be
here.
So I'm just open the snack drawer. You just take it at your leisure.
Wow. Yeah.
Want,
Note
bro.
to Denise: you will not be babysitting. But no, Ernie is an English bulldog. He's a rescue dog. He's about.
He just big boned it. That's all. He's a bulldog. He's a bulldog. Come on. He's born.
Sounds like something I said yesterday.
Right.
So
bone.
Dogs can't be overweight, but they can be big boned. Okay. All right,
It's like,
Tony.
what's her voice said? He's Samoan. He's just big bone.
He's
like
just Samoan.
Well, in all seriousness, Ernie he's overweight by 12 pounds. He did the weigh-in like Tyson. Coming in at the heavyweight level, Ernie weighs 74 pounds. Telly said that's a third grader. I was like,
that is.
Hey,
He sure is a third grader.
Thick, though. Hey, he's 12 over and he's 70. That's a good percentage over.
Let me tell you how you know your dog
Yeah.
it loves to eat. I will walk in and I will say, Ernie, it's Granny. And he's just laying there because English Bulldogs sleep on average 16 hours out of the 24-hour days. I will come in there, y'all, and I'll be like, Ernie, it's Granny. And he'll raise his head and he'll look at me and then he'll go right back to sleep. Now, if I come in there and I say, hey, Ernie, it's Granny, he looks up, puts his head down, and then he hears a certain noise like a package being opened. Oh, it's a miracle.
You got all kinds of
He's
energy.
running around. Jumping up. So, yes, Ernie needs to lose 12 pounds. And so I just ask for y'all to keep Ernie in your prayers. Because I don't know. Ernie doesn't
Ernie
exercise.
ain't trying to lose no weight. Ernie's like, man,
Ernie
bring
is
no
not
snacks
trying to
on.
lose any
Quit playing around. Don't play with me.
And my mom loves him. And so when she's cooking for Thanksgiving, she's going to accidentally, on purpose, let little dripples of, dressing and turkey fall on the kitchen floor.
Yeah, then he eating all that ham, and then he walking around farting later on. Y'all gonna be like, oh, man.
Man. No, there's farts, and then there's Ernie's weapons of mass destruction. That's what Ernie delivers. All right, y'all. We're going to take our first break. We come back. Our Truth Talk and Text line is 833-212-1017. We're going to get into all of these hot topics. And remember, today is Wednesday. We got guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. And we also have today, it's been a minute. Because, with the election, we wanted to make sure that we were engaged with y'all and listening to what you had to say. Today, we're going to bring back truth swiping. So you definitely want to stay locked in. For the next 2 hours, this is the best morning show on planet Earth, Truth Be Told, with DT and Telly. Go to YouTube right now and stream and watch Tony, Telly, and I live. And definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll be back.
Coming with straight truth.
And I have to think that some African-American men that are pronounced in supporting Donald Trump, they're scared too. They're scared of not knowing if they're going to be gainfully employed. They're scared if their baby mama might be taking custody of their kids. They're scared they might get pulled over by the police and killed, all of which may get worse under Donald Trump.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a fun family activity to get into the holiday spirit? Visit or volunteer for Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive in Grafton on Saturday, December 7th. The event is free and we will have lots of fun activities. Capco is dedicated to bring communities together and has collected over 300,000 toys through Kids to Kids. Join us and WTMJ for a celebration of giving and bring a new unwrapped toy to help children in need this holiday season. Support Kids to Kids. Visit kidstoKidsToyDrive.com.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
All right, Truth Nation, I'm going to hope, Tony and Telly, one day this happens to me. A 68-year-old man who had been buying lottery tickets since the 1960s finds a $24 million lottery ticket in what was to be described as an old shirt. And just 2 days before the ticket expired, he chose to have it paid out over 26 years. Can you what? Seriously, can you imagine that?
I couldn't imagine it, but I couldn't imagine more by him saying, I want you to pay me out over the next 26 years. And I waited 28.
And I'm already 68.
And I'm already 68.
Now, in 2017, the man's name is Jimmy Smith. Tony, you better do some research.
Hey, cuz, what's up?
Right.
Matter
of fact, you're right, Tony.
Let me hold a couple mil.
I was going to say, don't even worry about the research. Just be like, hey, cuz.
Right.
Now, you know,
last name.
My dad's
last name. I'm just saying.
Your name is Jimmy. Come on. This is obvious, bro.
You got to be like, Cousin Jimmy. Jimmy. You don't remember me? T. Smith. Marquette University?
You don't remember you hit me up for them tickets a long time ago?
So his name is Jimmy Smith, and he is a 68-year-old retired security guard from New Jersey, and he discovered a $24.1 million winning ticket in the pocket of an old shirt. Now, Smith has been purchasing lottery tickets since the 1960s and often delayed checking them. So he was prompted by a news report from a ticket that he bought in 2017. He was prompted by a news report about an unclaimed prize. He searched through his old tickets and found the winner.
Man,
now, Mr. Smith has chosen to receive the payout for over 26 years. He's 68, y'all.
Did he forget he was 68?
He's confident.
Let me get that last payment when I'm 94.
He's optimistic.
Negro, please.
Thank you. He gonna be 93 years old and got my last payment. You gonna be kicking it? Come on, man.
Right. That was a terrible move.
You can see up.
He probably saw
down.
If you take the lump sum how much taxes are getting taken out, and it was like, no, they're not taking.
So what?
Listen, I understand. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just telling you.
Now
that probably
to Tony's
was a
point,
sticker shock he saw. He was like, whoa.
To Tony's point, Telly, opting for the annuity, whereas he chose to get the payments over 26 years. He's basically going to receive the full advertised amount. Whereas if he took the lump sum, we all know our best friend, Uncle Sam, would have hit him hard. That 24 million would have probably turned into what?
12.
What are we looking at?
They're probably like 12. They'll take
10.
half.
Yeah, I was going to say between 11 and 12 million.
Yeah.
I take that.
Yeah, he's sticking
I take that right now.
but the 11, 12 is going to be it's going to be worth more to you right now because you can start making it work for you. That's the thing. Like he's getting that annuity payment, yeah, but he's going to be too old. He ain't going to be doing nothing.
Can y'all imagine that conversation next week at the Thanksgiving dinner? You did what? Did you look in the mirror today?
Like,
do you know how old? We just celebrated your 68th birthday.
Like, look, what you need to be doing is calling them folks down there to see if you can change your mind.
Right. He gonna be spending that money faster than he can get it.
Right. Like, he's still going to be living check to check.
Right. You can't buy this house.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Ladies, this is my financial literacy public service announcement. His name is Jimmy Smith. He lives somewhere in New Jersey. He's 68 years old and got 26 more years to get a payout of a $24 million win.
Y'all better go be nice.
Go be great.
And be young.
Go be great. That's all I'm saying. Go be great.
Go be young and great.
You got to suck it up for 26 years.
Well, who's to say he's going to last that long?
Look, I know some good life insurance agents.
That's if you got enough money to take one out.
Hey, baby, how are you? I'm good. You sure are.
Why are we spending all
You're
this
looking
money
good too, Jimmy.
Why are we
You
spending
been
all this
working
money
out?
on a life insurance policy, honey?
Look at Telly.
Oh, we need that $20 million life insurance.
I don't know why y'all keep talking about these financial literacy sessions. That is financial literacy right there.
Right
a
there.
68-year-old man.
Like,
You know what? Let me quit playing
This is
games.
sound
A
financial
70-year-old man.
a 70-year-old
Okay?
man. Don't we
And when you're a
round
black-
up all the time?
Look, when you're a black man in America, he's probably got a good 8 more years.
Oh,
Easy.
wow.
So go ahead, y'all. Sisters, 68-year-old man.
Why would you?
In New Jersey.
If you're in the New Jersey vicinity, make your way over. Just try to hang
Y'all
around.
see who got elected. Y'all see who's in charge. Y'all better go to New Jersey, ladies.
Hey, make sure you dress nice, too.
Ooh.
I mean, but the thing is, you won't
Talk
even
to him,
know
Tony.
he's
So
a
you get
millionaire.
noticed.
Huh?
I said, you won't
you
even
say?
know he's a millionaire. He ain't got no money yet.
No, because he
He
ain't.
didn't get the money yet?
Nah, I don't think they do it instantly like that to start your
You got
payments.
a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to have to.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So you thought he just got that yesterday when he found it?
So wait a minute. Walk me through this. So if I win the lottery and we do the press conference, they take my picture like they took this picture of Jimmy Smith. Oh, yeah, ladies, too. You could go to Instagram. His picture, just in case you need some further assistance. They got his whole picture plastered on Instagram. And again, his name is Jimmy Smith.
Right now.
So you're telling me that if I win the lottery, how long is it approximately going to take before I actually see the money in my bank account?
It depends on how soon he can come up with the paperwork and what all he needs, because he's gonna have to sign a lot of stuff. That's just what it is. You have to sign a lot of stuff and they're gonna go through a whole big old thing to try to make sure like he is who he is and all this other stuff, because they're gonna be paying him over time. So, we don't know does he have a bank account set up? Like, what's his deal? We don't even know what his deal
Ladies,
is.
he needs some help.
Yeah.
Ladies, he needs some help with his
He needs an
paperwork.
assistant.
What's
Why
his
y'all
name?
playing?
What's his name? Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith is all of a sudden the sexiest man in 2024. Time magazine. No,
Okay.
Hey, his Facebook friend request just went off the
Oh
charts.
my God.
What? Dude, Jimmy Smith is crushing the game right now on Instagram. Let me tell you right now.
This dude's
Look,
Jimmy Smith,
WISN.
and like, why have all these invites I got? Like,
Look, TMJ4, WISN, CBS 58, they're all going to be reporting this. There's been a groundbreaking increase. People are flying out of Milwaukee to New Jersey. We don't know what. And they seem to be all women with a little sprinkle of men.
Right.
That's right.
You say sprinkle me.
I'm inclusive.
Like, right.
I don't judge.
Like,
I know
look,
there's going to be some men that
They be like, don't leave us out.
somebody just purchased Diddy's
You got me
baby oil
dropping the
stash.
microphone.
There's a mysterious purchase of Diddy's baby oil stash.
Oh, God.
What'd you say? Look, I'm an inclusive leader. Okay, everybody deserves to love. There's no judgment here. I'm
I
just telling
wasn't
you right
ready
now.
for that.
All the local news affiliates are going to be reporting a surge in flight tickets to New Jersey out of Milwaukee General Mitchell Airport. Watch. Matter of fact, what am I doing this weekend?
Hey,
This is a sick Negro.
hey,
No, I ain't. It's called being a smart Negro. That's your problem now, Ricky.
Stacey.
Playing checkers. I'm over here playing chess.
Stacy hit us up on our True Talking text line and says, "Why they reveal his name? 3/4 of that money gone now.
No,
family member held for ransom, cousins he knows coming, then none cousins.
Hey,
let
but
me
that's-
hold some.
Let me hold some.
That's part of the thing, though. You got to sign that. They get to announce it and do the press conference. They get to release your name.
But you can say you want to remain anonymous.
You can, but only for a while, though. You can't.
Really?
Nope. They're gonna. There's a thing on there that says it. Like you can hang out for a
all
while.
that stuff is probably in that small
in the
fine print.
Yep.
Yeah, on the back of
the
your
fine
lottery ticket.
Well, look, anyway, while Tony and Telly are over there trying to decide whether or not, look, ladies, his name again is Jimmy Smith.
We won't be on the plane. We wouldn't be the sprinkle, DT, so it's good.
Yeah, y'all
Use
go
that first-
ahead and talk about
use
what
that
if
first
it was
check,
the
Jimmy.
fifth and we don't, ladies,
Use that first check, Jimmy, to get out of town immediately.
with a little sprinkle of all the men. Like I said, I don't judge. Love who you want to love, but I'm just saying his name is Jimmy Smith. He's in New Jersey. His picture is public. And he
Love who
just
you
won
wanna love.
$24 million.
I suggest you love Jimmy Smith.
If I were y'all, I'd be going out here getting shirts made. I love Jimmy Smith. And
Jimmy.
Why do you say, oh, Jimmy, like you know him? Oh, Jimmy.
I mean, because first off, you play the lottery that much where you just don't even check them.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, who keeps a shirt for that long?
You didn't wash it?
Look,
Ain't been
him and
washed since
Elijah, my dad.
2017.
Girl, I got shirts older than you. I know, Dad. I know. You wore it the other day, and I disowned you.
I've never been.
Wait, it's never been washed, though?
That's you know.
Come on, Tony. Yes, they wash their shirts. They just they don't shop.
Yeah. No,
No,
I've
I'm saying, but if he washes that shirt with the ticket in it, the ticket's done.
Well, apparently he didn't wash that shirt.
Yeah, he didn't watch that shirt for a minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, apparently he did not wash that shirt.
No.
And I'm so glad that he didn't.
Yeah, me
Hold
too.
on one second, y'all.
Me too.
Hey, Siri, can you find me a ticket one way? What's the airport?
Newark.
Oh, let me unlock my iPhone first. Okay. What's
Turn on location services for that.
okay?
Turn on your location
Okay, you're talking
services.
too much, Siri. Thank you. So what's the airport in New Jersey I need to fly into? Tony and Telly. What's it called?
Newark.
Siri, y'all pardon me for a second. Carry on. Siri, can you purchase a?
I'll allow it.
Better tell Siri to find Jimmy Smith.
That right.
Give me all
Hey,
give me all the
Tony,
Jimmy
you
Smiths.
talking
in
too
New York.
much. See, y'all running your mouth. Don't worry about that. When I land, trust me, I have a plan in place.
Hey, quick question for both of you all: Are you the type of people that leave stuff in your pockets, or
Yes.
I do all the time.
See, I
the
am
time.
not like I know people, and Tony, you one of them, but Tony will be like, "Oh, I found $100."
Oh, yeah, I got-
like
I
see
got money
me,
all in my
like
pocket.
no, I keep all my $100. Like I don't ever find money. Or Ricky, what about you? Do you ever find stuff in your pockets or?
Actually, I do, because when I DJ, I get paid in cash. So sometimes
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I don't get.
Oh,
sometimes
Lord.
I don't
Ricky,
make
stop
it to
talking. The
ATM,
feds are always
so
listening.
I'll find $100.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Ricky, don't talk about that, buddy.
Don't worry, Trump.
Look, the IRS was like, huh?
Trump
Oh, you do, huh? Oh, you get paid in cash? Word?
Hey, Trump
Come on, Ricky.
Trump gonna hit you DJs with some tariffs. Like,
Trump,
hey.
Trump said no tax on tips. Don't worry, Ricky, you're safe.
DJ Ricky gonna be on the ones and twos, and two tall white men in black suits walk in. We love your show, Ricky. Matter of fact,
Great set.
Accusations.
Say accusations.
Hey, him saying great set with their hand out. Great set.
Great set.
Pay up, pal.
Ricky was like, well, I get paid in cash. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no paper trail what I get.
Not
There's a
check
mouth
get
trail. Now you're trying to backpedal. Too late.
Yeah. No, please, Ricky. Please backpedal and correct it. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Like, man, they pay me in Bitcoin, man. I don't even know what y'all talking about.
What I meant was, like, I go to the cash place and then I cash it and then.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
When I say cash, that's just a slang term. We don't mean like actual money. Cash.
Black people, when we say cash, we mean check.
Right.
All right, y'all. You're listening to the best morning show. Y'all got my stomach hurting already. August is dying, Telly. She said tariffs on a DJ set. I'm weak. Our Truth Talking text line is 833-212-1017. Listen, if you win the lottery, are you moving to a different country? Or are you going to stay here in Milwaukee and share? Because I'm telling you right now, that's one of the most important decisions I would have to make if I won the lottery. We're going to check in with Tony Smith, our guest co-host. Obviously, Telly and DJ Ricky, if and when you win the lottery, are you packing up and moving, changing your identity? Are you going to stay here in Milwaukee and help your family out? Stay locked in. We'll be back.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Did you know the gap between black and white students in Milwaukee continues to expand and is among the worst in the nation?
Or that the overall learning gap in Milwaukee is nearly twice that of the national average for black students?
Milwaukee, you can do better.
But in charter schools like Milwaukee College Prep, black and Hispanic students have stronger growth than kids at a traditional public school.
That's some really good news.
For nearly 3 decades, Milwaukee College Prep has been redefining what's possible. Give the education all kids deserve. Donate today at mkeprep.com.
Craving something mouthwatering? Head to Munchies, Milwaukee's finest quick-service eatery. You'll love their gourmet egg rolls, wings, loaded fries, and fried fish. And don't miss their signature pasta dishes and soul food options. Plus, ask about their upcoming pound cake line. They're open Wednesday to Saturday, 12 to 6 p.m. Visit Munchies on site. Call in your order or get delivery. Follow Munchies on Facebook and Instagram at Munchies Detroit Style. Check out their website at munchiesdetroitstyle.com. Munchies, where your cravings meet satisfaction.
Check out Jammin' with Juice, where it's amazingly juicy.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up though, y'all little brothers, y'all little sisters, y'all doing good. I don't think y'all know how good y'all doing it.
Thank you.
Because y'all, it's hard to get the young people to talk about these important issues.
Like, let's say you washing your body, you washing your hair, you wash your face, you cleaned your ears, you got behind them ears, you brushed your teeth, your makeup off, you done exfoliated, you done shaved. Why not brush his teeth in the shower? Why not use the bathroom in the shower? As we wrap up the show with a bow, I'm flaming, bitch. You was looking up to Steve Harvey.
Yeah. He was a positive black man, you know.
I feel it.
Had a good show. He had some swag.
He was a music teacher.
He was the music teacher.
You love music.
Yeah. Shoot, he was messing around with the principal. Like, come on now.
He thought he was playing.
Yeah. He's a king of comedy. This man doing it. I want to be like Steve. What's up, my jammer?
What's up, guys? You know what? I just want to say you guys are the best thing rocking at 12 noon. You guys just bring so much energy to 12 o'clock. I don't even be wanting to eat my lunch because I want to hear what Big Jamming and Money do gotta say.
You sitting at the crib, you watching TV, and your life's passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next month. No, do it right now. You can do it after work, or you can do it before work. Just do whatever you need to do to graduate. There is definitely a line when it comes to just enhancing your beauty versus like completely altering your entire body in more ways than one to look completely different.
From the 414 to everyone across the globe, Jammin' with Juice is here for you. Check out Jammin' with Juice daily on YouTube.
Well, we've got some backups. Eastbound 94 out of the Zoo Interchange all the way to Holly Road. We do have a broken down vehicle off on the left shoulder as well, right about at 84th Street. So careful with that. Southbound on 43, slowing down from Silver Spring all the way down to about Capitol Drive. Northbound 4394 is backed up around the Plainfield curve all the way up past Oklahoma Avenue, almost to Lincoln. And then on westbound 894, that's gone back to normal after our earlier disabled vehicle that was stuck in traffic at 84th Street, so we're in good shape there. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast today. Morning brief shower, then mostly cloudy. Afternoon scattered rain or snow showers with a high of 47. Tonight, mostly cloudy, isolated snow showers and flurries, a low of 32 at the lake, 29 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, thank you. We want to give out a special thank you to Associated Bank for being a founding partner of the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. Be sure to tune in to Jammin' with Juice on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday as they interview Black entrepreneurs and encourage you to buy local on Small Business Saturday. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC, buy Black on Small Business Saturday. As we welcome you back to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Tony Smith, guest co-host in the building, as he is every Wednesday. Let's head to our Truth Talk and text line. Ezekiel, good morning. What is your question or comment?
Good morning. So I know you guys were just joking about the lottery ticket, but I looked at it from a financial perspective, and I don't know the answer to this, but was he playing the long game by getting those payments put into a trust for his kids, when he passed away, so they don't get that tax burden hit across them? And maybe he's already financially set since he's buying all those tickets over the years.
Man, bump them kids. Ladies, hurry up and get to Jimmy before I do.
And on top of that, Ezekiel, if he was already financially set, he wouldn't look for that lottery ticket 7 years later, man.
Look at Ezekiel trying to be all responsible.
We all greedy.
We all greedy.
Look at Ezekiel trying to be all responsible, trying to be a good brother. Man, get off our line. We trying
to live, Ezekiel. Come on, man.
Ezekiel,
he's 68. He's talking about long game. And I don't know how long you got at 68. Let's be real.
Does Jimmy sound like he set up a trust fund? Come on. He didn't wash his shirt in like how many years?
Yeah.
You talking about a trust fund?
Yeah, come on, man.
Ezekiel, he trying to be all responsible and educated,
tried,
man.
You tried.
You know what? I strongly recommend. What's the station? There's NPR.
Hey, as soon as he passed away, those checks gonna stop. They ain't coming to no trust fund, bro. They done.
Hey, Ezekiel.
There's Bloomberg.
You just got your taste of Black Talk Radio.
I mean, I know you guys were joking and everything, but if I were Jimmy, I'd put that, man, look, bump them kids. Ladies,
look,
go to New Jersey and handle your business.
68 and long game, the two don't go.
We just playing Ezekiel. Did we lose Ezekiel? Probably you know what?
And when you find Jimmy,
I ain't calling them fools no more.
Calling them black people anymore.
All the money.
Mr. Hope, give us some hope, man. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
Good morning. I just want to make a comment. Y'all can respond offline when I hang up. At 68, he playing the long game. That ain't gonna work because if he died, don't nobody get that money.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Right.
There you go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Thank you,
Mr.
Go,
Brian.
And it's 68. He said thought 58. No, 68.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing us back to reality, Mr. Hope.
Ain't no long game through 68. There's only short game.
Look, Did you see who won the general election? We black. Get your money, Jimmy, right now. Get it all.
You don't know what's about to happen. Hey, this fool is about to tear down the Department of Education. He may tear down all the lotteries around the country. You don't know what you're about to do.
No more lotteries.
Why we do Ezekiel so wrong, Telly? Telly, why we do Ezekiel so wrong? He really was trying to educate us. We was like, just like some typical black people. Man, bump them kids.
Trust fund.
You say, Telly? Trust fund. Who are you, Brad?
Who set that up? Who set that up?
Like, no. You got to get it out the mud like I did. You know what you mean?
Tony, why did Telly say trust fund?
Man, you
we just playing, y'all. Come on now, Telly. We got to be professional.
No, that is my professional answer. At 68, ain't no long game. And right, I said ain't no, double negative.
Oh my gosh. Tony, please help Telly and I. Bring us back to professionalism.
Hey, I absolutely cannot right now.
Ezekiel, call back. 833. Ezekiel then went on to NPR, okay? He's calling into Bloomberg. But yes, before break, we were talking about a 68-year-old man who has been purchasing lottery tickets since the 60s. So in 2017, he purchased a $24.1 million winning lottery ticket and found it just recently in the pocket of an old shirt 2 days prior to the winning expiring.
Man,
he has chosen, to Telly's point, he has chosen to take the long game.
Yeah.
He's opted for an annuity. And Tony says he understands the annuity option. Telly clearly is team, give me my money all at once right now.
I don't understand it. I
understand his flawed thinking. But,
I don't understand anything.
But I understand it.
That is speaking straight
Chinese. What you mean long game? You 70 years old.
Yeah.
What you mean long game?
Ain't nothing. The only thing you do long now is take naps. Long naps.
That's got to tell you something about Jimmy right there. He saw the tax hit and he was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, Jimmy, but you don't get that money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what, DT? We did come hard on Ezekiel. Ezekiel called back. Ezekiel.
Good.
Bad, man.
That was Telly.
I mean, but
that was Telly,
yeah,
Ezekiel.
I take responsibility, but I'm just speaking on me. I'm still not long, and 68 years old still don't go in the same sentence with me. But Ezekiel, you know what? You called back. Is he's still there? Okay. What do you got for us, Ezekiel?
I heard DT say call back. So here's my thought process on a couple of things.
Okay.
Every state has their own rules regarding lottery tickets. Because I think in Wisconsin, you only have, 6 months or a year to cash in a lottery ticket? So I don't know how you have 28 years in New Jersey. So they might have special circumstances.
No, Ezekiel, he has been playing the lottery for 28 years. This ticket he purchased was in 2017. So that was 7 years ago.
We still 7 years out. That's 7 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's typically most states, I think, allows 1 year for you to cash a lottery ticket, and then it expires. So that's one thing. So I don't know if New Jersey has some unique rules that go along with that. And within that, if there's special rules, maybe those payments continue after death. Now, I agree, bump those kids, get my money. But, as a black man, we got to think about longevity, too, for our youth. Generational wealth, so, hey.
Hey, thank you.
We don't even know if he has kids anyway.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I think that's a term that we use more often and don't even know how to get to generational wealth. I mean, because it sounds good, but how do you do that? And Tony, you brought up a great point during the break. And if you get the money now, you can start to use it now, invest it now, and then create that generational wealth, not playing the long game starting at 68 years old.
Yeah, that's when you get that big lump sum. Then you put it in a trust.
Yeah,
and then right. I mean, either or. Yeah, either or.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
With that ticket.
Yes, you have to know the rules. And Ezekiel, thank you for calling back. And that's a great point. You have to know the rules per the state that you won the lottery in. So if you are playing the lottery, make sure you understand the rules of engagement because you very well may win. Ron from the South Side. Good morning. Thank you for your patience. You were live with DT, Telly, and Tony. What is your question or comment?
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. Okay, I'm joking, but you talk about people taking you talk about people taking flights. Don't forget about Sherman Park Al.
You know what?
Oh wow.
I'm saying I know he probably like I am appalled. And what's the question you got for me? Gotta go.
Oh wow.
Speaking of families who are building generational wealth, Quincy Jones, who we lost on November the 4th at the age of 91. And obviously the world is still grieving. I'm still in my Instagram feeds, Telly and Tony. I don't know about y'all, but maybe because I talk about Quincy Jones a lot, but the algorithms, like I keep seeing even 14 days later, 15 days later, tributes to Quincy Jones. And so this definitely was a huge loss. And it happened, he passed away, according to his family, the day before Election Day. And so I'm pretty confident that there's going to be some entity, some broadcast at a very large scale that is going to pay formal tribute to Quincy Jones and his legacy. In the meantime, speaking of generational wealth, Quincy Jones leaves $500 million to his 7 children. So, again, I'm Evansville, Indiana Public School, but that's about $80 million apiece. Now, that's generational wealth.
I ain't even break it down that far. I was just like, man.
Somebody got a whole lot of money.
Somebody, that's what I see. I saw 500 and I saw 7.
Wisconsin lottery tickets expire 180 days after the official draw.
180. Yeah. Well, we're not in New Jersey. But 500 million, 7 kids. I mean, you talking about being set up, though.
Oh, what?
Like that is
I'm
set
out.
up. Yeah.
I'm out. I'm doing what I want to do. When we come back from break, we're going to get more into this because we're talking about, look, apparently black folks, we might need to go play the lottery because we're winning. We're winning lottery tickets. Quincy Jones just left his 7 children a $5 million fortune. So if your last name is either Smith or Jones, cousin,
you winning.
Cousin. We'll be back.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
We have to make sure that when we talk about making change, when you talk about vote, when you talk about these elections, when you talk about how we're going to get ahead, we definitely got to start paying attention to the local process because these are the processes that are governing our lives.
Yes.
And they got you looking across the street down at Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. They got you looking at Project 2025, but you barely got money to stay alive.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
People will tell you that race is a social construct and that there's no biological reality that distinguishes between a white individual and a black individual. So what does that mean if there are these quote-unquote disparities, right? It means that the way we move through a society is markedly different, right? And that the experience that we have has biological consequences. Is when you're in a society where people are constantly discriminating against a certain group, denying access, don't have control over the institutions that govern our lives. All of those things create a biological reality and a response, whether it's a stress hormone or a fear or something that could be passed on, what we call epigenetics, which means what my mother or my grandmother experienced had an effect on what formed me in my responses to those stressors. That's how we can be 2 individual people with very little difference, but have totally, vastly different experiences as we move through our reproductive health.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious accident? It's free. Yes, free, as in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. There's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Fool. You know how we do it. West side.
We've been talking about lottery ticket wins. A 68-year-old brother named Jimmy Smith out in New Jersey just claimed 2 days before the expiration of the ticket, claimed his winnings for a $24.1 million winning ticket that he purchased in 2017. He chose the annuity, so he's going to get paid whatever that amount is for the next 26 years at the age of 68. One of our valued listeners, Ezekiel, called in and responded with, hey, that's smart. You got to build generational wealth. You got to play long game. To me, this is long game, Telly and Tony. Quincy Jones just left his 7 children at the age of 91, about $80 million apiece. Now, that's long game. You're 91. And you've built that wealth over the trajectory of your legendary, exceptional career. A 68-year-old security guard, get that money all at once, and then talk to people who you trust that can help you, give you what you need for the duration of your life, and then you could talk about distribution to the masses.
That's what I say.
Yeah. If I were 68, I'd be like, give me all that money now. I don't know how much long I have.
Yeah. And that's real. Now, that is facing your real reality as opposed to, well, you never know. No. It's just, yeah, get your
The problem is he's going to need sound advice on just not spending the money. Like you're trying to build it. You got to make the money work for you. So it's just spending it ain't going to do anything for anybody behind you.
Now, the caller says, Tony, on our Truth Talking text line, which is 833-212-1017, lottery payments stop when you die. There is no long game.
That's what I said before.
Is that true?
I believe so. Yeah, it's the person.
Oh yeah, Gene just said the same thing. Gene just sent lottery annuities end with death. It's not a smart move to take an annuity at 68 years old. There you go, Telly.
Yeah, that's what I said a while ago.
It's not even rocket science. If you're 68 years old and you're taking an annuity, come on now. That's
First off, if they asked me about annuity, I'd be like, I don't even know what that means. I'm not familiar with that word.
I'm well versed on cash.
Right.
I totally understand.
Like, is that the same thing as anonymous?
Is that
like, no,
is that like Benjamin's?
First off, I'm unfamiliar with annuity, and secondly, it's not even a thought. I'm sorry, it's not even a thought for me.
Well, even at 48, I'm 20 years junior of 68. I'm taking all the money at once. Because again, life is not promised.
At all.
And there's so much, to Tony's point, you can turn that, what is it? He'll get about 11 million, 12 million. You can turn that $12 million. So the winnings were 24.1 million. After taxes, he's probably going to get about 12.
Yeah.
$12 million? And you can turn that 12 million into 24 million just from investments.
Yeah. Yep. Another thing Tony said, you could put yourself on annuity and you could just, like make yourself get, I don't know, $100,000 a month. I mean, I'm sure you could live off that. Or however you want to do it.
Let me get to Jersey and marry Jimmy so I can be his financial consultant.
You're going to be everything to him. Because clearly he needs some guidance.
Yes.
And for $12 million, I have no problem being everything that Jimmy needs. Do you hear what I'm saying? Everything that Jimmy needs. $12 million. And by the time I get done with the prenup, look, I'm getting 10 because I was everything to Jimmy. Okay.
In the 72 days we were together, they were the best 72 days of his life.
You see all them old shirts that he was wearing? See, them old shirts is gone now. Look how good Jimmy looked. Beyonce would have nothing on me. I would upgrade Jimmy.
Too. He ain't got no 7-year-old's unwashed shirts anymore.
Jimmy would be looking 38. Okay, just give DT 1 week with Jimmy. He would be brand new. When we come back to our second hour, we're going to get to the most recent episode of the Diddy trial, as well as Watertown. Watertown, Wisconsin, had a very, very controversial school board meeting regarding new rules for transgender students. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned. And also, it's Thanksgiving next week, y'all. We got 1 week, and we're going to give you some tips on how you can prepare and what you can anticipate as you prepare to either host or travel to your family for the Thanksgiving holiday. This is the best morning show on planet Earth. We got guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. This is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Sherwin Hughes from The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. And Truth Nation, you can now watch my show live on YouTube every day from 9 a.m. until noon. Yep, you can get 3 full hours of watching Sherwin doing his thing streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday. You'll get the same insightful conversations about policy, politics, and lifestyle while also seeing my reaction to the unpredictability of our listeners. So go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 101.7 The Truth and see this wonderful smile live every day.
It started with a prediction.
Gonna go out there and play basketball and win.
And how many games?
6.
It became the culture.
Chance of Bucks in 6.
Being a Bucks fan means you live and breathe Bucks in 6. Brandon Jennings created the prophecy. Tune into Behind the Bucks, the story of Brandon Jennings on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, and streaming wherever you get your podcasts.
That's for the culture.
Truth Nation, let us talk our ish for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like Vice President Kamala Harris.
Talk with your listeners to remind them of their power and the importance of voting. And the folks in Milwaukee turned out for me and Joe Biden in 2020. You showed what was possible.
U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, are you a racist?
Absolutely not.
Is Donald Trump a racist?
Absolutely not. No.
And civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump.
Thank you all for speaking truth to power. That's the most important thing, because right now there are those in our community who would rather we just be quiet.
Right.
We have to disturb the peace now more than ever.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Calling all big thinkers. The world's climate is changing. These aren't new facts, but it means we must think in new ways about how we can live, prosper, and provide energy for our world while protecting our planet. Engineers are answering the call to create cleaner, safer, reliable energy. Solar power, harnessing the power of the sun to light all corners of the globe. Wind power, channeling a simple breeze to bring electricity to our homes. Hydropower, using the natural flow of water to generate electricity. Nuclear power, engineering advanced reactors that are safer, more reliable, and produce zero carbon emissions. Engineers are leading the way and empowering the next generation. Engineers answer the call. Brought to you by the National Academy of Engineering. Learn more at nae.edu.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good morning, Truth Nation. It is 8 a.m. on the dot. Wednesday, November the 20th. Coming to you live from the American Family Insurance Studio. Definitely check us out live on YouTube just by simply visiting youtube.com. Search for 101.7 The Truth. And definitely make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you never, ever miss a live broadcast or go back and watch your favorite shows. We've got guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. Tony, you good?
Tony had to step out for a second.
Tony had to go call Jimmy Smith. I get it. Because his last name is Smith. Just keep it real, Telly. Tony had to go out there and call Jimmy.
You know, he didn't say what he was doing, but I wouldn't put it past him. Like, it's going down his Rolodex. I'm like, there's a lot of Smiths.
I am not mad at Tony for going to make that call to Jimmy Smith, who won $24.1 million. Now, in the recent episode of the Diddy case, Diddy appeared in court yesterday for a hearing over how prosecutors came to possess his handwritten notes following a search of the jail cell. So according to reports, Diddy walked into the courtroom. He was wearing a loose-fitting jail-issue T-shirt. He hugged his defense lawyer, Mark Angafilo, and he let out a smile before sitting down at the defense table in the U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian's Manhattan courtroom. Now, during the court session yesterday, lawyers for Combs wrote in a Monday filing that they had notes concerning how Diddy's notes were being treated. And Telly, based on my understanding, the judge that oversaw the court appearance yesterday ruled in Diddy's favor.
Yes, they did. They said that it was an illegal search of his cell, and I think DT, any victory Diddy can get now is a plus for him, because he has so many things that look like and appears that are against him, including 5 new lawsuits, and then the judge or the prosecution was trying to say that some of these things that he was doing were staged to influence the jury. Like on his birthday, there was this video, maybe you saw it, I'm sure a lot of people did, where he was like, his youngest daughter was like, "Happy birthday, Daddy," and he was like, I love y'all, support y'all, and he had all his kids around, and this video to make him.
I saw that video.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So they're trying to say that was something that could influence the jury as well. So for him to get this, it's a small victory, but it's a victory because we don't know what were on those notes. And for the judge to destroy them, yeah.
So as Telly had just mentioned, the judge who oversaw is overseeing the case against Sean Diddy Combs, has ordered, as of yesterday, federal prosecutors to destroy several pages of Combs' handwritten notes, which they obtained from a raid carried out at the MDC, or the Manhattan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where Combs is being held without bail. Mm-hmm. The judge went on to say, and I quote, "The government should not be in possession of the 19 pages." And this was at the end of an hour-long hearing on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So this took place yesterday, and the judge ruled that the government should not be in possession of the 19 pages, which were Combs' handwritten notes. And the judge also made the ruling where Combs flashed a big smile, to your point, Telly. And this was the first time he appeared in court without shackles around his ankles. Now, the defense has sought to have Combs unshackled during his court appearances, and the judge agreed to it. Why do you think the defense fought to have Combs unshackled?
Me personally, I think that that's not the image that you want. And just the same way that Donald Trump never took a mugshot with a jail-issued attire on, because that's not what you want people to see you as. If they start to see you shackled and see you as a criminal, then they're going to be like, yeah, he's probably guilty. Look at him. He seems like he's cool in the position he's in. And image is everything. And so, that's my Tony. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's just it's an image thing, because he's still trying to gain some favor in that sense. Like, all right, I know all this stuff is going on, but I don't want to look the part for right now. Yeah. So let me try to stay out of that look, because that's going to change public opinion. People just viewing, oh, he's all shackled up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I don't know Diddy personally, but just knowing how he, over the recent years prior to his arrest and incarceration, he was very, what we would describe as pro-black. He was making very public and large efforts to donate large amounts of money to HBCUs. On his social media, he was always promoting Black wealth, rebuilding the Black community, et cetera. So I also, in addition to the image part, I could hear Diddy saying, as a Black man, I don't need to be photographed, especially with my kids watching. I don't need to be photographed and perpetuate the image of Black men being in shackles. So I think the image umbrella included Diddy's awareness of what that perpetuates as a Black man, and quite frankly, as a darker toned Black man.
Yeah,
those images perpetuate the stereotypes that Black men are thugs, they're criminals, they're slaves.
Yeah, and for him, it's a small victory for some, but that's a big victory for Diddy and his team. And it was big enough for them to have that type of discussion. But even with those notes, I'm just thinking about, what if those were notes that he eventually want to put in a book, or be like, hey, these are jailhouse notes. There's a lot of people that end up writing stuff in jail, and then they end up being like auctioned off or being put in a book, or because those are thoughts that you can't get anywhere else but in jail. Like, what were you thinking during this time? And so those are kind of priceless, notes and thoughts and stuff, if you want to be real about it. Because you can't think that everything that he wrote down was just incriminating or, trying to, do something that he wasn't supposed to do. Man, some of those thoughts could have been his most intimate thoughts. He may, you don't know what he's thinking. This is a man that has had his freedom taken away from him.
Well, and to your point, his defense attorney, Mark Agnifilio, during the hearing yesterday, held a stack of notepads and folders and other papers that were initially seized from Combs' bunk in his cell, and pointed out that Combs has handwritten the word legal on them. So the defense argued that every page from the stack that was, again, seized initially from, the law enforcement officers in the jail, that is subject to the attorney-client privilege. Mm-hmm. And that it was a complete institutional failure. And obviously the judge agreed. And so the prosecutors, they said that self-labeling something legal does not automatically make it subject to the attorney-client privilege, and the government received those materials through a completely appropriate channel. But again, the judge said, nope.
Yeah.
We are no longer going to even entertain handwritten notes by Diddy. Now, to your point, Telly, and I want to get you and Tony's thoughts on this. The judge said that they would no longer consider those handwritten notes or those documents as an example when he decides, and check this out, y'all, whether he's going to release Combs on bail. So there will be another bail hearing this Friday that basically will determine whether or not Combs will be released on bail or not this Friday. What are y'all's thoughts?
Ain't no way he can be released on bail. It's too big of a flight risk. There's no chance he gets released on bail. I can't see it happening.
Yeah. For me, I don't think it will. They will release him because DT, they said that they are going to kind of sweeten the pot again, like $50 million, and they'll hire a security team at his Miami house to make sure he doesn't get any visitors and thing that's not on the list or that are approved and things of that nature. But just briefly going back to this whole raid, DT, like that could have compromised everything. And I'm sure Diddy's attorneys are, trying to stress the same thing. Like, look, this was illegal and this, could have compromised the entire case. And it's crazy, but stuff like that can get cases dismissed at times. And
absolutely.
Yeah. And so, but in terms of Diddy ain't getting out. I hate it for him. But, he going to have to chill until it's time. No, I'm just saying, well, I don't hate it for him like that.
I was going to say, why?
I mean, but, he ain't going home. I just say that. He ain't going home Friday.
Here's the thing, and I want to hear Tony's reaction as well. I was at a Bucks game last week, and my son and I were sitting next to this brother who was from L.A., but he loves the Bucks, so he flew in. And I don't know how the Diddy subject even came up, but it did. And he was like, I still don't understand why it's illegal to be a freak. He was like, so they found baby oil. So, he's a freak. What does that warrant the type of punishment he's getting? And I said, oh, dear young brother, young grasshopper. Aren't you cute? You understand, this man is not in jail for being a freak.
No.
Okay, that's what the government and the Department of Justice, that's what they want us to feel like in terms of making it a rightful cause. This brother is in jail because a partner of which claims that, look here, you little black boy, we helped make you a billionaire and you want to come out and sue our company for racial discrimination? Where's that video from 2016? That's why Diddy's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because in this country, for you to have the audacity to partner with a liquor company that is targeting black consumers for obvious reasons, which has made you a substantial amount of wealth, and then you turn around and sue us publicly for racial discrimination? Where the video at? That's why Diddy's in jail.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with baby oil. The baby oil is just some aesthetics.
But on the third side of the coin is that video he did was in the video. So
oh, absolutely.
So he is.
But I think it's important to understand that video was recorded 8 years ago.
100%. I'm just saying he's not like I don't want to paint the picture like Diddy's innocent. He did what he did, and who knows what else. But you're right. They were just holding it just in case. He did something crazy. Okay, let's see if
he did something crazy.
Right, if he doesn't do anything crazy, when he did, like you said, like now he's suing us. Oh, bro, why you do that? Now we got to release the video.
Yeah.
Now we got to release.
That's
the video.
why Diddy's in jail.
You were in line before. Now you're getting out of line. We got to put you back in line, and we got dirt on you. You ain't been an angel. You have not been a saint, and we got the evidence. Let's go ahead and release it.
Yeah.
And see, what makes it problematic for Diddy is that y'all saw what I did. You knew what I did. 3/4 of y'all was helping me do it.
Oh, yeah. That should have been a sign right there.
That's where it gets psychologically problematic for Diddy and his family. When we come back from break, our Truth Talking text line is 833-212-1017. Do y'all think, and again, do you think Diddy's going to make bail on Friday? Tony says no. I say no. Telly?
Not really. A city girl says a third bail hearing. I think Diddy is going home. Boy.
Okay.
Not really a city girl. I want you on my team.
For hope.
Man, she said Johnny Cochran ain't got nothing on me. DJ Ricky, can we get a live poll during our next break as we come back? Do you feel, or do you think, or are you confident that Diddy is going to be released on bail during the next bail hearing this Friday? I say absolutely not. Tony says no. What do y'all think? Yes or no? Is Diddy going home on bail this Friday, as he will again be in court for a bail hearing? Stay locked in. This is the best morning show on planet Earth. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. We got our guest co-host Tony Smith in the building, and we will be back.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe, and I need to let you know the award-winning Tory Lowe Show can now be streamed live on YouTube every day from 1 to 4. I am now bringing all the smoke on YouTube every single weekday. I need you to go to YouTube right now and subscribe to 1017 The Truth and check out the award-winning Tory Lowe Show live every afternoon. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube. Now that's powerful.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here and will continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Are you or anyone you know looking to open a small business or learn the industry? Attend the City of Milwaukee 9th District Business Conference November 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ross Innovative Employment Solutions. Brought to you by Milwaukee 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor, helping you take your next steps towards financial empowerment. Sponsored by Alderwoman Larissa Taylor of the 9th District of the City of Milwaukee. City of Milwaukee, Granville, BID, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, did you know that at Old National Bank, they know there is nothing small about keeping up a small business, and that is why Old National Bank has developed their Empowerment Loan Program to help give people of color and women-owned businesses equal access to funds up to $5 million. This substantial commitment shows that Old National Bank truly believes that every small business deserves the opportunity to change their community in a big way. Learn more today by visiting oldnational.com/empowerment loan. Old National Bank, get old. All loans are subject to credit approval. Minimum loan amount $25,000. Additional program restrictions may apply. And to learn more about how to qualify, please contact an Old National small business banker today. Good morning, Truth Nation. You're listening to the best morning show on planet Earth. DT and Telly in the building, along with guest co-host Tony Smith. This has been a great show. We're keeping it real today.
Yeah, we are.
I'm all about generational wealth, Telly. But if your age begins with the number 7, even the number 6,
ain't no long
short game versus long game.
It's not even in the same sentence. Long and 68.
Long and 68. Now, before break, we gave you the most recent update regarding the Diddy trial. So yesterday, Diddy, to Telly's point, had a small win. Prosecutors were coming after Diddy based on a raid that took place in Diddy's jail cell where they found handwritten notes that were marked legal by Diddy, which they claimed were interfering with witnesses, plans to interfere with witnesses, etc. Well, the judge ruled in Diddy's favor and ordered that prosecutors no longer present handwritten documents by Diddy, as it is an attorney-client privilege. Now, another potential win is that Diddy's bail hearing, this will be his 3rd bail hearing, and it is scheduled for this Friday. Do you think, Truth Nation, Diddy is going home this Friday? So far, we've got 8 votes. 62%, Telly and Tony, say yes. They think that Diddy is going home. 38% say no.
I mean, you can't let somebody with that much money and that many resources out. You can't do it. Too much of a risk.
Yeah, if they didn't let Young Thug out, Young Thug only had like about a third of Diddy's wealth. Like Tony said, he has. It's too much. I mean, and there are already rumors that he was trying to contact witnesses on the inside. What you think he gonna do when he outside?
Well, Tony and Telly, we just got 2 more votes. It's now at 10 votes. 70% of our valued Truth Nation listeners say yes. Now, let me reread the question, Truth Nation. Let me reread the question. Not right. You know how black people are. Let me say it one more again. The question is not, do you want Diddy to go home on his next bail hearing? Okay? That's not the question. The question is, do you think that based on everything that we've seen from a documentation standpoint, disposition standpoint, that Diddy and the current judicial system in this country, do you think that Diddy is going home on his next bail hearing? Not do you want, but do you think that he's going to go home? More votes are coming in, y'all. 75% now say yes. 25% say no.
And we even got Benjamin waking up early this morning. Hit us up on our True Talking text line and say, let Diddy go.
See, that's what I'm saying. Do y'all want him to go home? That's not the question.
Right, that's not the question. Take your feelings out of it. We are talking about, do you think it's going to happen?
Ben just want to invite to the next party if Diddy get out.
That's what it is, yeah.
You ain't going.
Yeah, Ben obviously, his vote was more or less like, let Diddy go. Let him. That's not the question. But I appreciate you, Benjamin, for tuning in. Shout out to Benjamin. It's amazing. Look, the question again is, do you think, not do you want, but do you think he's going to go home on bail this Friday?
That's a tough one, DT. No. I mean, because what is different now? If they can come in and talk about him being a model citizen and while he's been in jail and things that he's been trying to do. Then, they may listen, but at the end of the day, they ain't letting Diddy go. They are not. It's way too much.
If a tape was made that shows Diddy physically, like the way that he beat that young lady in that video, and that video was recorded in 2016, and they put it in their back pocket, and when I say they, you know who I'm talking about. There's a message that this whole case is trying to send to black billionaires, especially men.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or not, that is just the reality.
Yeah, and all those and they understand what the video represents. Obviously, so that incident itself is bad enough, but what that does is it sets up the belief that if he can do that,
exactly,
man, what else can he do?
Because you can't
he can do a whole bunch of other stuff if he can do that.
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
Correct.
And you're always going to think about that when you
someone
think
says
of
he did something else. Well, I don't know. I saw what he did to a girl in the elevator, so
yeah,
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it. Yeah, and
but
another.
You know what, Tony?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Telly.
No, I was just going to say on our YouTube message board, I'm seeing the kind of the flutter of people talking about Trump versus Diddy, and I don't know how many times we got to say this on this show, but in case you haven't noticed, the rules are different. The rules are different if you are a white man versus a black man. I'm sorry.
Diddy should have gotten a race, presidential race. He might have been all right.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I promise you, Tony, if I hear one more black person say, well, what about Harvey Weinstein? What about... You are a Negro. They are white. This election just reminded you how this country feels. And it's not about perpetuating... Like, I'm not gonna make people make me feel like I'm the victim for saying that. That is exactly what we saw. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And if you're telling me that 93,000 people didn't vote in the state of Wisconsin, and if you're telling me that 1 out of every 2 white women voted for Trump, and if you're telling me, like, all these statistics, you cannot possibly even question why Diddy's in jail and Trump was just elected to be president of the United States.
Yeah.
Trust me, it bothers me to the core. But, there's things that Tony and Telly, I've learned in this thing called life. I don't put time and energy in things that I don't have control over. Racism is not going away anytime soon. And so I, as a black person, have to adapt, have to navigate, and have to make sure that I still love myself despite a whole nation of people who will smile in my face. We stand with you. But then behind the curtain, do something totally different. And I have to accept that. So yes, I have to accept that this black man is in jail for crimes that are similar to his white male counterparts that just won the highest position in the free world. That's America.
Welcome. In case you didn't know, this is
please,
America.
Y'all, please stop with the what about them. And it's not, we have been in this country for over 400 years.
Yeah.
400 years. That's a long time to be thinking that something's going to change.
Yeah, so it's not. So there's no comparison. Like, that's not even. You shouldn't even think that way because, again, that's just the way it's been, and it's not going to change. And you are going to have people that are able to get away with things that you can't get away with. That's just what it is. And again, people talking about, well, Trump didn't see the inside of a cell and this, that, and the other, and he ain't. And he's not. He's not going to see the inside of a cell. As a matter of fact, they just delayed his sentencing, and they haven't given a time on when they are going to sentence him, which I'm sure will either be once he's done being the president, or they're just going to dismiss it altogether.
Yeah, people need to just forget about that.
Right.
Ain't happening.
There's a song, and here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all a very quick story before we go to our next break, Tony and Telly and Truth Nation. In 1984, how many years ago was that? Probably about what? What was that, 40? Yeah, 40 years ago. There was an artist named Bruce Hornsby.
Yeah, Bruce Hornsby in the Range.
He wrote a song called The Way It Is. That's just the way it is. White guy.
I don't know.
Tupac went on to sample that song and made another hit. But the reason why I'm sharing this story,
change.
The song The Way It Is, written by a white man, Bruce Hornsby, discusses at the time, 1984, the troubled economy and the race relations resonated in the American public. And it remains Bruce Hornsby's best known song. Do you know why? Because the same race relations and troubled economy that he was talking about in 1986 are relevant in 2024. Ricky, when we come back from break, I want to play this song. This was written by a white man. It was his first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 in December of 1986. It talks about homelessness. It talks about the American Civil Rights Movement. It talks about institutional racism. And that song is just as relevant as it was then. So please, black people, quit talking about what about. And that's why we got to do a better job educating our young people. Because if you play What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, if you play The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby, songs that were written 40, 50 years ago, and you play them right now, they are just as relevant, if not even more.
Yeah.
When we come back from break, we're going to get into truth swiping with our guest co-host Tony Smith and Telly Hughes in the building. And we come back, we're going to listen to this song a little bit, because I'm telling y'all, that's just the way it is in 1986 is the same way that it is in 2024. We'll be back.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
We're getting close to awarding someone $10,000. It's the third Thursday networking event featuring the pitch competition, November 21st at Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m., hosted by the Wisconsin Black Chamber. It's the last chance to qualify for the pitch finale in December. Be there at 5 p.m. to register to compete. Registration to pitch is only open for 15 minutes, so be on time if you want a chance to be a finalist and compete in December for the $10,000 first place prize. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Let me say that again. The audience chooses the winner at the monthly event, so bring your family and friends to come support you. Third Thursday is not just about the pitch competition, though. There's life-changing networking opportunities, games, prizes, and music by DJ L Boogie. There is no cost to attend our Third Thursday event or compete in the pitch competition, so don't miss out. Rain Event Lounge, 231 East Buffalo, 5 to 9 p.m. Visit twbcc.com so you don't miss out on what we have going on.
This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon. Listen to The Truth all day, every day by downloading the Truth app or streaming on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher. Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD, and many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone? So different.
Your child is looking to you for answers. But as a parent, you probably have a lot of questions too. What should I do next? Where do I even start? At understood.org, we provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do. Visit understood.org/thereason to get started.
Ready to glow? RN2 Go Medical Services has you covered. With a top-notch team, including a skilled RN and medical doctor, they offer personalized treatments just for you. Feel fantastic with exceptional post-op care, invigorating IV hydration therapy, and vitamin injections. Enjoy advanced skincare, effective weight loss programs, and beauty enhancements like Botox, fillers, and PDO threads. Rejuvenate with PRP therapy and sculpt your dream body with cutting-edge body sculpting treatments. Why wait? Visit DestinationAestheticsMKE.com now to book your appointment. Your new radiant self is just a click away.
Southbound 43 is still going to be slow from just south of Silver Spring all the way down to Capitol Drive. Eastbound 94 is slow from 84th Street to about 35th. The westbound side, not too bad, just a little bit tight right through the stadium interchange. Northbound 4394 slowing around the Plainfield Curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. And then we also have an accident still being worked on the right shoulder, northbound 41, just north of North Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, morning brief showers, then mostly cloudy. Afternoon scattered rain or snow showers, a high of 47. Tonight, mostly cloudy, isolated snow or flurries with a low of 32 at the lake, 29 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Good morning. You're listening to the best morning show on planet Earth, Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Thank you so much for tuning in and getting your hump day started. That's right. It is hump day. November the 20th, 2024. We got guest co-host in the building, Tony Smith. Quick check-in with our poll. Do you think Diddy is going home on his next bail hearing? Oh, it's getting a little different now. We got a total of 19 votes. 58% say yes. 42% say no.
Okay. We're going to let that coffee kick in a little more. Give it a little more time.
And again, the question is not, do you want him to go
right.
Wake up. That's the difference.
Wake up,
now,
everybody.
A lot of us, and rightfully so.
Wake up.
We as black people, we continue to witness injustice. The same crime, but different punishments based on both race and gender. In this particular case, a lot of us are saying, wait a minute, you got Harvey Weinstein, you got the Jeffrey Epstein trial, you got Trump, who's had many allegations of misappropriate or sexual harassment allegations, etc. Why is Diddy getting treated like this? And I said, look, I'm tired of us having this conversation. Man. We already know the answer. And we were talking about a particular song that was written in 1984, and it went number one on the Billboard Top 100 charts in 1986 by a man named Bruce Hornsby, who happens to be a white man. Ricky, just give us 10 seconds of this song. I want y'all to hear the relevance of this song even 40 years later.
Said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go. Why? 'Cause you don't look like they do. What? Said, hey, old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He said.
Did you think about it before you made the rules? Yeah, he did.
See what I'm saying, Tony?
He knew exactly what he was doing.
That was written by a white man in 1986. It was about racism, the justice system, etc. And now, fast forward, I think it was maybe 9 years later, Tupac Shakur released the same song, I should say, the same title, using the sample of Bruce Hornsby, and this is Tupac's version.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, killing, he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead.
Two different songs, 2 different genres, 2 different artists, 10 years apart, still relevant today. So, dear black people, why are you still asking when they told you that's just the way it is? Some things will never change.
Man, come on now.
Knowledge, both of them.
Yeah. And you're asking, like, why is there a difference? And let's just put this in perspective if you need to. It is 2024, and you have someone that's been nominated as the Attorney General, and there's been an investigation that he has had sex with a 17-year-old multiple times, and he's still being considered. So you think that they're going to look at Diddy and say, oh, you know what? He ain't really do that much. We going to let him out? Man, please. No. It's 2 different justice systems. We know that. I don't know why we act shocked.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I don't know why we're shocked.
Some things will never change.
Yes. It's 2 justice systems.
Been knowing this, black people.
Yes.
So with that being the reality, the question is, then what do you do to ensure that your peace is always protected in a society that wants to continuously disrupt your peace? That's the question that we ask as a community.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Are y'all ready for some truth swiping?
Let's do it.
Now that I got off my soapbox.
Let's do it.
If somebody at Thanksgiving dinner says, can we talk about why Diddy's in jail and why you know what? No cranberry sauce for you. Get up. Get out.
You go home. Play the long game at home.
Give me them rolls. Coming in here with that mess. All right. We're going to bring you some truth swiping. This is actually one of my favorite segments. And because of the election, and rightfully so, we wanted to hear from you. Definitely wanted to hear your thoughts regarding how you're feeling about the election. So now that we're 2 weeks into the outcome of the election, let's go back to some truth swiping and get y'all some motivational information that reminds us that no matter what, even as the beautiful black people that we are, we're going to still win. So, are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
With the truth swiping, DJ Ricky on the 1s and 2s.
Welcome to Truth Swiping, the game where you swipe right if you agree with the pop culture headline, or swipe left if you give it a complete 2 thumbs down. DT, Telly, and DJ Ricky, tell us which way you swiping today.
All right, we got guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. Let's go. Carmelo and Lala Anthony's son, Cayenne. Is it Cayenne or Keon?
No, it's Cayenne. That's right.
Cayenne is following his dad and will be playing at Syracuse University. The 4-star prospect ranked the top player in New York and ranked number 34 nationally, chose Syracuse University for its early support and team building efforts. Now, this was announced during an episode of Carmelo's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, and Cayenne's decision was celebrated by both proud parents as he continues the family's Syracuse tradition, where his father, Carmelo, won an NCAA championship in 2003.
I am swiping right. I think this is really cool. And by the way, Carmelo has donated a significant amount of money to Syracuse University. So Cayenne is going to be practicing every day at the Carmelo Anthony Gymnasium.
That's what's up.
So I think that is really cool. And how could you pass up an opportunity to do that? At first, you know, you kind of think like, man, I want to make my own way. I want to make my own name. But when your dad is Carmelo Anthony, there's nothing wrong with following in your dad's footsteps. So I'm going to swipe right on that.
Yeah, I'll swipe right. I love it. You know, like Telly says, it's going to be cool to playing and practicing in a facility. But I mean, you know, it's just cool anyway when your kids are hooping, trying to follow in your footsteps. Like people hating on the Bronny situation, man. Get off of Bronny. He's the little kid. Leave him alone. He's following and chasing his dreams, and y'all mad for why?
Yeah,
because he's playing with his dad. Like, come on, man, this is beautiful.
I completely agree. We talked about that the other day, Tony. We as black people, we got to do better. Like, well, did Oprah and Beyonce accept money to support Kamala? If they did, let them get their bag.
Yeah.
Let somebody call me up and say, hey, you want to get $1 million just to promote you know what? Let me shut up. Anywho, I don't know why we don't want to see each other win. Whew. Janelle Bynum has made history as Oregon's first black Congress member, flipping a district blue for the first time in 25 years with support from national Democrats. Her victory highlights her ability to connect with voters as a leader and her commitment to creating a better future for Oregon families. And Bynum emphasized the significance of her achievement, stating, quote, I am proud to be the first, but not the last, black member of Congress in Oregon.
No, I'm going to swipe right. And for the sole fact, a black woman in the state of Oregon that's running
black
things.
people in Oregon?
I knew he was going to say that. I knew, Tony. I knew he was going to say that. Yes. There are black people in Portland. I know Portland.
I got to check again.
You say Portland, but you don't know it.
I've been to Oregon. I don't know.
Yeah.
And in Portland, it's about sprinkle, because I was just in Portland earlier this year for a speaking engagement.
Yeah. But I'm going to swipe right, though. I mean, because it's long overdue, and I'm sure it's been 40 years that, it's been flipped to blue. But more importantly, I guess, if nothing else, it does show a sign of hopefully progressiveness that they are willing to take a step forward in doing that in Oregon. So,
yeah, progress. I'm swiping right. Progress, even if it's small, still progress. I don't think this is small. This is significant. So,
yeah,
I'm with it 100%.
Well, speaking of progress, the state of Alabama also had an historic first. For the first time in history, Alabama will have not one but two black representatives. Terry Sewell and Shamari Figures are going to be serving simultaneously in the U.S. House of Representatives, made possible by the court-ordered redistricting. So Figures won the 2nd congressional district seat in this past election, marking a significant step towards fair representation for black voters. And this milestone follows decades of challenges to black political power in Alabama, including voter suppression and gerrymandering.
Yeah. I'm going to swipe right again, but I'm going to do it with a little hesitancy because it's a long way to go, especially in the state of Alabama, and how red they are, and yeah, man, that is great. I mean, but Alabama definitely has a long way to go.
Yeah, but again, it's something.
It is something. Yeah, it is something.
I got to swipe right. It's something. It's better than nothing.
All right. Well, here's some more firsts for you and Telly. Delaware State University announced it will become the first HBCU to establish a Division I women's wrestling program. And the inaugural season is going to be kicking off in 2025-2026. Now, the initiative is supported by a $1.25 million investment from the HBCU Wrestling Initiative, aligning with the nationwide growth of women's wrestling, and aims to create opportunities for young women to excel in sports and leadership.
I'm definitely.
So again,
oh, go ahead.
No.
I was just going to say, I am definitely swiping right. I'm swiping right because of the opportunities. I feel like, regardless if that's your thing, you should have the opportunity to go down that lane if you choose to. And if I'm a female who happens to be a good wrestler, I shouldn't be forced to go to a PWI because no HBCUs have a wrestling team. So I am so for it. If that's your thing, you should be able to do both. Participate in the sport you want to and attend an HBCU if that's what you choose to do.
Great point.
I don't think I have anything to add. Telly said it exactly how it should be said. I will only add that I am not a fan of wrestling. I don't even like men's wrestling because I don't like that wrestler's ear that they get.
Ooh, cauliflower ear.
Cauliflower ear. So, I'm not a fan of wrestling anyway. Plus, when I was in high school, I just remember the wrestling room was stank. Ugh. stunk in there. So, but
You know,
like Telly said, if that's your thing, that's your thing.
Like, women wrestle.
Yeah, I mean, look, DT, you would be amazed, like some of these PWIs. Like Wisconsin has a women's hockey team, a women's wrestling team.
Yeah,
they have like a bunch of women's sports, and like I said,
yeah, more power to them.
Yeah,
my thing.
you know, but you shouldn't be forced to. You know, if I want to play hockey, I only can go to Wisconsin. You know what I mean? So. I'm with it.
Yeah, I honestly, out of ignorance, I did not know women wrestle at both a collegiate. I get the WWE. I get that. I just didn't know that. So that's good to know. Shout out to Delaware State.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in not so great news, and I know there are a number of Milwaukeeans that either graduated from Tennessee State University, currently have kids, relatives at TSU. Well, Tennessee State University officials have declared officially that the institution is out of money. Now, this is due to ongoing financial struggles, including an $800,000 payout to former President Glenda Glover, whose leadership has been criticized for mismanagement. And despite receiving over $30 million from the state of Tennessee, TSU has laid off over 100 employees and struggled with reduced enrollment after failing to honor student scholarship commitments. Can you imagine that? Now, the interim president, Ronald Johnson, and state officials are now focused on restructuring, with suggestions including selling parts of the Nashville campus to stabilize the university's finances. So again, Tennessee State University, HBCU, also known as TSU, I'm so glad I go to TSU, has no money.
Look, let me tell you, I'm swiping left because I truly feel like with MPS, there's just a lot of probably misappropriation of funds because when we talked about this about a year ago, DT, when DEI was, people were trying to get rid of it. HBCU's enrollment went up, and TSU was one of those ones that had so many new incoming students that they ain't even have enough dorms for them. And so that means to me that you got some money from the government, and apparently you just didn't allocate it the way that you were supposed to. So yeah, I'm swiping left, and that's a shame because that's a golden opportunity to get ahead, and you want to do whatever you want to do with it.
Maybe they gave too much money to Eddie George, the football coach over there. So now I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, this for school to be out of money seems crazy.
Yeah,
to me. I mean, something.
Well, I'm sure we'll have more developments. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have more developments as they occur. We got to take a break and come back and give you our truth of the matter.
Wow.
You are listening to the best morning show on planet Earth. Truth be told with DT and Telly, guest co-host Tony Smith in the building. Again, we come back. We're going to give you our truth of the matter. And just really quick update, 26 votes. Do you think Diddy is going home on his next bail hearing? Now it's neck and neck, and we've heard that before. 50% are saying yes, 50% are saying no. When we come back, our truth of the matter, followed by 9 more hours of live consecutive Black Talk Radio. Stay locked in.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Are you or anyone you know looking to open a small business or learn the industry? Attend the City of Milwaukee 9th District Business Conference November 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ross Innovative Employment Solutions. Brought to you by Milwaukee 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor, helping you take your next steps towards financial empowerment. Sponsored by Alderwoman Larissa Taylor of the 9th District of the City of Milwaukee. City of Milwaukee, Granville, BID, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Don't spend another winter shivering at home with wind howling through your windows. Take advantage of this deal from Pella. No interest, no payments for 12 months. Keep your home comfortable and save on energy bills thanks to customizable windows and doors from Pella. Pella can design them to look like they've been a part of your home throughout its history. Visit PellaWI.com today. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2024.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Thank you so much for making this day another great day. We appreciate you so very much. My truth of the matter is simply this. Thanksgiving is next week. A lot of us are going to be preparing, getting our travel arrangements. Word to the wise. Be patient when you go to the airport. Yeah. Be patient when you go to the airport. And we all know that some of those TSA folks, they scream, they yell, they talk at you. Get your mind right. If you're going to be traveling via air at an airport, some of y'all might have private jets. Some of y'all might be riding in that G7. I'm not mad. But if you're going through an airport, get your mind right. Be patient. Don't get frustrated. I do this every day, and I have to literally tell myself to just get to the promised land, the destination. Focus on that.
I'm going to go, listen, they passed the law in 64 to give those who ain't got a little more, but it only goes so far. You can't change another's mind when all they see in the hiring line is the color bar. That's just the way it is, y'all.
I was about to say, you ain't come up with that. But no, that's a great, great lyrics, though. No, for real, because it still applies today. And real quickly, for my truth of the matter, run your own race and stop looking on the left side of you and right side of you and seeing what other people are doing, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what others are doing. It matters what you're doing. Run your own race. That is my truth of the matter.
I love it. Run your own race, y'all. And remember, that's just the way it is. Now, we've got 9 more hours of live Milwaukee Black Talk Radio. Kicking us off, Professor Sherwin Hughes. I know he's going to be dropping some bars for us. Make it a great day. Tell somebody you love them. We love you. And Lord willing, we will see and hear y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.
Peace out.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.